Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Matt K, and this is another episode of Q&A with Matt K, the YouTube video series where I share my screen and try to answer questions that are asked online by people just like you. And those questions could be on Trailhead, they could be on Reddit, they could be on Stack Overflow, they could be sent to me directly or submitted via this link, quick2.click/Q&A. And when I get a question, I just try to tackle it and answer it in real time without really preparing. So it's kind of messy. You get to see what it's like to really do this work and not see a beautiful pre-made solution. If you are new to watching these videos, then please like and subscribe because the more people that do, the more time I can spend helping people out. I don't get paid to do it. And if you've been watching them for a while and you like to see me suffer and make mistakes, like and subscribe also. We see that a lot of our viewers are not actually subscribed, and it would be great if you did. Then you get notified whenever there's a new video, and you can enjoy watching them, hopefully. With that, let's go ahead and jump into this question that I just found. I have not tried to solve this yet. I did find it about 10 minutes ago, and I think I can do this. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do, but I think I can solve this. There's a couple of different options, and so I think we can figure it out. The question, I won't read it to you, but basically was asked on Trailhead, asking, is there a way to synchronize Zoho Mail with Salesforce? Because obviously there are ways of synchronizing Gmail and Outlook, and so what if you're not using Gmail or Outlook? And what are your options? Specifically to be able to see that activity on a lead, let's say. So that's what I'm going to try to tackle today. I went ahead, I did a little prep work. I signed up for Zoho Mail because I didn't have an account. It was quick and easy. I did it, like I said, just in under 10 minutes, I was able to do that. That's all that is needed to, I think, to start this. I have my Salesforce org also. So historically, when I've had to do an email integration, there's usually two options, right? One is what I like to call a low-tech solution, where we're going to forward emails from your email client into Salesforce. And so that's one option. If we were to come back to Salesforce and go to email, we have a couple different options. There's, let's see if we can find it. This is not a production org, but we can see here there's email to case. So that'd be one option where we can bring in emails from the outside into Salesforce. What happens when we set this up is Salesforce gives us a little email address. It's actually a long email address, and it's very specific and unique. And then you would set up some type of filter, or maybe on the server, some type of automation to automatically forward emails to this email address. And the result would be it comes into Salesforce. But this is an email to case. And that is not what this person has asked about. They asked about being emails attached to existing leads. So another option would be email services. And an email service is basically it's some Apex. And you also get this little or this long email address. Let's go ahead and just test this out. This is going to be the, I don't know, email to tasks, let's call it. And I have to have an Apex class to do it. And so then that Apex class will receive that email, and from there, it's up to you what it's going to do. So that's an option. Let's see if, oh, look at that, wrong place. Let's come back to email services. So this is the Apex class basically that we have to implement. You can see it's an interface that exists, and this is the bare minimum. This actually doesn't do anything. Let's come over here to VS Code, to Code Builder, and I'm going to create an Apex class to do this. We can test it out. I think I can do it pretty quickly. So I'm going to create a new Apex class. Let me zoom in. There we go. It's really big. And we'll call this email to task. And we're going to do that. And let's get our spaces to 2. Really should fix that preference. Okay. And so this is the bare minimum to basically take the next step of saving that email service. Uh-oh, what is going on? I have one too many. Let's do that. So this is like the very bare minimum. This won't do anything. You can see here, it's just returning the result, saying, thanks, I got it, and nothing happens. So it's not going to be very useful, right? But we could at least use this to create a new email service. And we're going to call this email to task. And the class that's going to use is email to task. And we can accept attachments if we want to. We can do advanced email settings. I'm not going to. And we can mark it as active. And then there's all this other stuff. Let's just requeue, bounce, 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 and hit save. You should have clicked the first one, sorry. And the result is we get this, almost there, email address. Okay, there we go. The result is we get this long gobbledygook email that I can now send emails to. And when I send them, this Apex class receives them, right? And so at this point, we could do something like insert a task if we wanted to, right? So we could say task T equals new task, and then all the fields that we need to do. Subject, activity date is going to be equal to system.today. T.description is going to be equal to email.html body. Actually, you know what? Instead of a task, we should do an email message. So there's a couple different objects. A long time ago, we only had tasks. Now we have email messages. Yeah, this is better. Let's see what is available on the email message object. And to do that, I'm going to just type in email message S object. And here we can see our quick reference. Zoom in, we're able to create it. That's great. Is this Apex or is this API? Standard objects, I think we're okay. And all this stuff comes in here. We can see attachment IDs, automation type, BCC address, et cetera, and anything that says create, we can fill in. We wouldn't see a BCC, right? If it was inbound, we wouldn't see that. So we don't have to worry about that. CC we might see. CC IDs, client thread identifier, content, etc. Let's keep going. Now these look like they're for outbound, not for inbound. I think we can create them. Let's just find the fields for subject. That's interesting. Subject is called subject. Let's just take those, put em.subject, and then for body we have text body and oh, look at that. Sample code. Is that cheating? Kind of is, but that's okay. Let's subject is going to be from this email up here. Body is going to be from that email up there as well. The two IDs, let's comment that out or take it out, actually. Let's take out a lot of this stuff. I don't want to, from. Okay, so I believe the envelope from, that's the from address. From name, there we go. Oh, and email from. I don't think it really makes a difference, but let's try that out. Okay, and now related to, that's going to be tricky. Let's leave that for now. Status, let's find out what these numbers mean. QRST, here we go. New, we want it to be new. So let's set the status of 0. Let's take this out. Okay, and let's take this out and see if that compiles. So I'm going to do a deploy. Okay, that so far seems okay, right? What I'm going to do is now simulate an email being automatically forwarded by just sending an email, or maybe I'll forward one of these. There we go. It says welcome. Let's forward. Let's forward like this. Load images and send now, and we'll say that and send. Okay, and let's see what happens. We're gonna. I should have turned debug logs on ahead of time, right? Let's do that. Debug logs and turn these on, because we might be able to see if something goes wrong. And at the same time, I'm going to go to the task tab. Oh no, I want to go to email messages tabs, right? Email. Ooh, where would it go? Where do the emails messages go? Well, let's go to tasks, and then maybe I'll do a query, because I don't see that here. Okay, let's do a query. Developer console. Okay. I'm just going to see that were any credits today. Oh, look at that. It did get created. Perfect. Okay, so let's check out some other stuff. So, subject from address, right? Oh, perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is copy this. Can I keep that up? Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to come to the leads tab, and we're going to create a new lead. Come on. And it's going to be my Zoho account, my Zoho mail, and this is going to be Zoho mail. And the email on this lead is, where is it? Where did it go? Here it is. Is this here? Control C, Control V, save. Okay. And I want to see what's going on with this debug. Let's get that working. Save. Okay, debug's on. We're going to come back here. Okay. So I need to do a query. I need a query to find leads where they have this email address. So let's create a helper method here. Query lead by email. And we'll query it, and is converted equals false, because we don't want that. And then we're going to say limit 1. Maybe we want to order by last modified, date descending. Okay, and then here we're going to say if leads.size is greater than 0. Leads square bracket 0. Okay, perfect. Now I can say this with the email from address. And there was a field that was populated before. Email message dot. Not coming up. Let's see if we can find it. Is there a from ID? From ID. Perfect. Awesome. From ID equals L.ID. Now let me think. If L is not equal to null, then we're going to do it. Okay, and let's deploy that. Looks like I might have an error there. Limit should go last. Someone at home was probably laughing at me. Sorry, long day. Okay, this is starting to look good. Let me zoom in so you guys can see that. So I have this little helper method. It's just doing a query by email address. I have here constructing an email message. That looks good too. Yes, I can clean this up and follow best practices, but we're just trying to see, does this actually work? And what I'm going to do now is forward this again. Clicking this, load images and send, and get that email address from here. Nope, from here. Wait a minute. That's not the email address. The email address was under email setting, email services. Get the email address from here. Copy that, long email, go to Zoho, and send. Okay. Now, let's see if we can figure out how to show this on here. So we have activities. We have, let's edit the page. Let's edit the page and see if there's a related list for email messages, because that'll make it a lot easier to see. And related list single. Oh, look at that. It's already there. I don't need to put it there. It showed up right there. Super easy. I'm done. I'm done faster than I thought I would be. I was going to explore all sorts of things if I had to, but it looks like I got it working pretty quickly. We could search for leads and contacts if we wanted to. So this is doing a query. We probably should actually do a SOSL find instead. So that's an enhancement we could do. Obviously, I should be more proactive about possible errors that could occur, and not just insert, but do maybe a try catch or true all, set all true type of thing, and make sure that I accept errors gracefully or handle them gracefully. But this actually seems to be working. Now this is a manual forward. That's not really what the person wanted. Let's see if there's any way to create a filter. I don't know Zoho too well, but let's just see filter name forward to Salesforce. And we're going to say any of these conditions. So I'm going to say conditions. How about all of them? Maybe anything. Add an action. We're going to forward email to. And then put that long email in here. That's all we have to do. Put that really long email. And hit save. Oh, I do have to have some criteria. Okay. So from, let's do from is not or does not contain spam, right? I mean, that's kind of silly. But you could do something like that, right? Where if you know there's certain people that you don't want to receive emails from in Salesforce. Let's do that. Let's hit save. Okay, so I have this forwarder now. And now, here's my email address, which, by the way, I don't use this email, so please don't spam it. Because it'll probably just get closed down. But I'm going to try to send an email. Okay, so I'm going to go to my personal email account on another screen that I'm not showing. Actually, you know what? That's not true. I'm going to open up a temp email that I often will use for these types of tests. Oh, wait, this doesn't let you send. So no, I can't do that. Right? Yeah, this doesn't let you send. That would be terrible if they let you send stuff. Let's just double check if I know what email address this is being sent to. Oh, or I can get it from, is it in here? All right, let's try sending it to this email address. Oh, but first I need to create a lead for my email. So let's do that. So we'll create a new lead. and I'll put in my personal email address there. It's actually not a secret, so not the end of the world if anyone sees it. And let me type something in. Ready? I'm going to type in, I would say ask for suggestions, but that doesn't really work. Your Q&A video helped a lot. Thanks for making it. That's so nice of me. And I'll hit send. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come here, see it come in, hopefully, into the inbox, assuming I send it to the right email address. I may not have, actually. And then we should be able to go to Salesforce and see it there as well. Looks like that's the from. I don't know. When I signed up, I actually think I put a different email address in there. So I'm not sure what the inbound email is for this account. Obviously, you can send email. I might. Oh yeah, that block it bounced. Address not found. Okay, so I think I am not doing this right. Let me send myself an email real quick, and we'll figure out where this is coming from. Okay. So let's try that one more time. Okay, I got the email. Maybe I said it. Maybe I sent it wrong. I don't know. Let me try one more time. Okay, so Q, and the subject's going to be Q&A video. Thanks for making it. And I'll hit send, and we'll see if it goes through this time because it bounced the last time. There might also be some authentication process that I was supposed to, it's a brand new account. So maybe I was supposed to like approve it or something. Like I honestly don't know. So far it has not bounced. Oh, there we go. It came in. Okay, so the email's there. I'm not going to click on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come to Salesforce and refresh. And let's see if it's in there. Ooh, not yet. Let's check our debug logs and see if anything showed up. Well, you can see stuff in there. Here's an email to handler, email AVX handler. That's not right now. Right now is around here. So it's possible that it just hasn't gotten there yet. It's also possible that the forwarder didn't get set up properly. Maybe I should look at that again. Filters. Oh, incoming emails filters. What is this? Ah, that could cause a problem. Let's look at that one more time. Where's filters? How did I get there? Here we go. Well, mail count 0. That's not good. From does not contain spam. Okay, maybe it needs to be a rule instead of, or are those the same thing? Filters rules. I feel like they're the same thing. Incoming emails. Ah, verify. There you go. Verify using the confirmation codes. So I didn't do this step. Okay, so I need to do this again. Let's go to Developer Console and see if we can query. It's going to be this one here. And can we find the body? Oh, well, hold on. Let's do this a smart way, right? Let's create a new lead or go to an existing lead and put that email address in there. So we're going to do this here, hit edit, and we're just going to change this email address to this email, no reply. Where am I? Here we are. Okay. Okay. Now we'll jump back to Zoho. I'm going to say resend confirmation email. It's going to go from Zoho to Salesforce. Yes, it is. Yeah. And when we refresh here, there it is. Cool, it worked. Okay, and now I can take this code, this crazy confirmation code, paste it into here, confirm. Okay, so now this rule is set up. It's confirmed. Great. Now I'm going to send another email. Let's delete this one. Is there a delete button? There's a close. There we go, delete. Okay, let's go ahead and delete this as well. I got no emails. I'm going to send another email. The subject is going to be, congratulations, you did it. You solved this person's question. Okay. Let's hit send. We're going to wait for it to show up here. It should also show up in Salesforce because that filter will automatically forward it to Salesforce. And you could set up an email service for as many different people as you wanted to. And you could, based on the to address, choose the right owner for that email message. So you can, start to add in more logic. Like I said, you could do a saucil for leads and contacts. You could do something crazy and say, if you find a contact and there's an opportunity already on that contact, relate the email to that opportunity. Okay, there it is. Let's come to Salesforce. It is this one here, and go back to the leads tab and click on, which one was it? This one here. Nope, that's not it. Was that it? It is going to come from me. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I don't see it though. Let's go back to Zoho. Let's go back to Zoho and check that filter, see if it's working. I swear this should work. Ah, what? It didn't work. I don't know Zoho. So filter is being processed. What does that mean? What does that mean? Was I supposed to do something? Maybe I should have read the instructions. Could that be it? Filter is being processed. Doesn't seem to be being processed though. If the from does not contain spam, forward email to this thing. What other are my options? Forward email or custom function. Could do that. I don't think it worked when I did a forward, right? Oh, there we go. See, there's the email. And I could forward it manually with this. I guess that's an option still, but the goal is to get it to be automatic. Why is it saying mail count from the specified date? Beats me. This should be working. From does not contain spam. My from doesn't contain spam. Okay. Well, let's just go back and double check. Yeah, let's double check. Okay, maybe, call it a hunch. Let's go back to leads. I'll not call it a hunch, it is a hunch. Maybe it's attached to this one. Nope. This is the original. Huh. Well, if you could figure out how to do the filter, then it would definitely work. Another option, if we wanted to explore it, is to do what's called a webhook. And a webhook will take that email and send it as a data message instead of an integration, instead of forwarding an email. And so we could do that as well. And so here we could say the from, same thing, does not contain spam. And we would need a URL. And so for that URL, what we would actually do is an email. We wouldn't do an email service. We would do an Apex web service. which we could also do as a totally different video. But that would be an option too. I'm still frustrated that this filter is not working. So filters and rules. Let's turn that off. These are off. In fact, I'm going to, yeah, forward to Salesforce. From does not contain spam. What if I say, oh, let's do an or. Subject does not contain spam. Our options are forward, could do a custom function, hit save. Run through filter does not be able to auto forward older emails. Other actions like moving to, okay, that's fine. That is fine. I still want to know why it didn't work the first time though. Anybody Zoho expert at home? Okay, let me try sending another email. This is test number 2. Same subject, but the body is different. The other thing we can do, okay, let's come back to debug logs. Maybe that screen is wrong on the filters, right? That's possible. When was that? 46. Let's see if there's any errors. So this is the no reply at Zoho one. Okay, so that's not it. So we actually didn't get the email from Zoho, because if we did, we would see an email to Apex handler operation showing up here, and we don't see it. Just going to delete some of these, get them out of the way. But I'm not seeing it again, and I'm pretty sure, yep, it came in. So the filter doesn't work. Let's Google it. Zoho mail filter forward doesn't work. Confirmation, we did that. Okay, okay, there you go. Still not working. Now it's possible Zoho doesn't allow these emails to Salesforce. Maybe they know that this is a trick that people use. But I bet if I were to forward it manually to that really long email address that I don't have memorized, that it would work. So if you can get the filter working, and maybe a paid account will work, it's possible that the free ones don't have it. And I hit send. Then when I come back to the debug logs, let's come here. Actually, I'm going to open up another tab just so we have it. Oh, I already see it. There it is. Okay. And let's refresh. There it is. So that worked. Now, technically, you'll probably notice this is not what we wanted, right? We actually wanted it to attach to the record with this email address, not with the record of my Zoho email address. So what I really should do is come back here and do something like this: string original email address, and then say if dot so this was what it was, right? So if it contains forwarded message, then we're going to say original email address equals, and so what I want to do is basically find this. Now there's lots of ways to do it. You can do a regex. I'm just going to use a substring after, and we're going to say from, oh, actually, let's do substring between. Go. And while I'm at it, let's do this the right way. Okay. So what I'm doing is basically just going to say if it contains this, then let's go ahead and get the string between the two instances of it, right? And then once we have that, we can say that. And it should get us this email address. Okay. And need a semicolon, and then here, instead of choosing the email address that we're gonna, which will always be the Zoho one, we're gonna choose this email address. Okay. So let me come back, and what I'm gonna do is forward this email. There, and hit send. I'm doing it manually, yes. But the result is this time leads. If we go to my, let's see if it came in yet. Oh, look at that. Attempt to dereference a null object. Okay, so we got an error. What is the error and why did we get it? My guess is, yeah, here it's null. Okay, so let's come back here and figure it out. If email.html body. I wonder if the text body is better. I think that's what it's called. It might just be text body. Oh, that was it. Oh, look what I did. Never mind. I was getting the substring between something that was empty. Okay, let's do it one more time. So we're going to come here, and I'm going to delete that. And
get to the dinner table.
Whoa, sorry about that. Okay, so I am going to try to forward this in again. Let's see if I can find. Here it is. This is test number 2. Let me just, let me just delete all of these. We're going to start over. Compose an email to Oh, I see. Okay, so it's zohomail.com. Okay, so I'm going to send a new email. If I can figure out how to copy and paste. There we go. Okay, subject, test number 3. Will this work? Send. Okay, let's delete that one. And while we're waiting for that, let's pull up the debug logs. We'll come back and just start deleting some. What's the case escalator? Okay. Well, okay, here's the email. Okay, so I'm going to hit forward. Email the task. You can see here, this is a forward. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to hit send. Did I hit send? Look like I did. There we go. Okay, I'm going to come back to the debug logs, refresh, and we'll see if we get the error again. Hopefully we don't. Perfect, it was a success. Great. If we come back here, we refresh. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Let's come here and refresh the grid. From address. All right, let's try that one more time. Execute. Okay, so this is test number 3. From ID didn't get filled in. Why didn't the from ID get filled in? Because it obviously did not find this here. What I'm going to do to help us figure out what went wrong is change this there. So the subject is going to be this email address that we were looking for. And then I'm going to send another email. We can do it from Zoho. So I'm going to forward that same email. Okay. Wait for the debug log. I think that actually came in already. And do a refresh here. Yeah, it did. Subject. A break. The reason it's a break is because I was using the HTML instead of the text. So let's find the HTML. We want plain text body. So it's called text body. Let's come back to here and do it that way. Yeah, because HTML obviously uses the greater than and less than a lot, right? It was plain text body. And so we don't want to do that. That's not going to work. Obviously, it's not going to work. Okay, let's do that one more time. So I'm going to forward this email. Yeah, that's fine. Is that fine? That's not fine. I need to forward the bottom email. Yeah, there we go. And this is going to be to email to task and hit send. Okay. Refresh, and it should be a minute later. It's not there yet. Let's delete this. There it is. It just came in. We're going to jump to here and refresh. Came in. Awesome. Okay. And now the subject is that because I made it the subject, right? If we come back to here and I change this back to email.subject, then the next one would have it. Oops. Okay. So other than the fact that I don't know how to get Zoho filters to work, this is the code that's needed, right? This is the solution that's needed. It is going to figure out who was the original email from by looking through the email in between the delimiter, which is forwarded message, and then looking between the greater than and less than symbols to find the first and the from. And we can be more specific here if we want to. Then it's going to create this email message and insert the email message. And it'll be related to the lead if we find a lead with that ID. What you may want to do is if you don't find a lead, maybe you put it onto a generic one or something like that. That's an option, or set up a screen that shows them a report, etc. But this will work. Always remember to do things in a sandbox or a playground or developer environment and not do them first in production because that's dangerous. And always remember to like and subscribe because it helps me make more of these videos. So thanks a lot, and I will see you again next time. Have a good one.